after watching that video of Dennis, the 16-year-old horse that fell, that died in the park in New York, and I went on YouTube, and there are more horses that have died doing these carriage rides that I didn't know about. And I saw one video where this horse was so skinny until you could count this horse's ribs. And they had all this. I know horses are work horses. I know that's what they're for. But if you're not gonna give them proper care, feed them and make sure that they're hydrated and make sure that they are healthy by doing your due diligence. If you just strapping all this stuff to these horses just to bring you income, I don't know what to say. I know what I want to say. But seeing Dennis was hooked up to a carriage. He had poles on each side of him, and I'm sure the harnesses weighed a pretty good amount of weight. And then there was like 6 people in the carriage and with the driver, and so I don't even know what the combined weight of all that was, but seeing that horse fall like that, and horses are strong. They're built for heavy duty labor. And so I made it, once I saw that, and I kept reading, and I saw where there was a number to call in New York. I made it my business to call that number, and I expressed my feelings, and she listened, and then she just was cordial and thanked me for calling, and she's gonna pass the word, and I'm sure it's a script, but New Yorkers, stand your ground. This shouldn't be. And then the sad part about it is the animals are the object of all kinds of animals, are the object of the horrible people that are just evil, and they just abuse animals because the animals can't talk, they can't tell. So most of them, if they're domesticated, most of them just suffer. And it's a sad thing. And I know humans are abused as well. Children, they're being abused, and they're small babies. They can't tell nobody either. So what do? I'll tell you what we do. We need to stand up for the people and the children and the animals that can't speak for themselves. That's what we need to do. We need to take a stand and say enough is enough. And also it bring to mind about how dogs and cats are raised for food. in some of these countries. It just blows my mind. Yeah, I know we raise cattle and pigs and chickens and whatever else. We raise them for food. But that's their journey. That's their journey in life is to sustain humans. But this is on a whole nother spectrum. I called and we need to stand up and speak out.